Hi everyone, welcome to Water Goddess Tarot. So today we're looking into the pep talk you need right now. For the same, we have 3 images, 3 piles to choose from. I'll show you the close-ups as well. This is pile number 1. This is pile number 2. And this is pile number 3. You can pause the video, take your time and choose the image that you feel drawn to the most intuitively. Meanwhile, let's just begin with pile number 1. Hi pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So let's just look into the pep talk that you need right now. And for you we have King of Cups upright, Potion, Shine from Within, and here we have High Priestess. Okay. Now pile number 1, first and foremost, I want you to know that you are someone who's emotionally very intelligent. Okay. Yes, you're sensitive. Yes, you might even call yourself as oversensitive. Okay. But then what you need to understand is that your sensitivity is your strength. Okay. You're an empath. You're very good when it comes to healing people. Now, this doesn't mean that you need to be a healer professionally or something like that. No. It's just that your energy in itself, it's very, very, very healing, very soothing, very calming. You have that power inside of you that your voice or your advice or your presence in itself is enough to make someone's day, to make their life better, to kind of give them clarity when they are in the middle of confusion. You are that kind of a person. You could even be that friend who everyone comes to when they have a problem in their life, because you're very good at problem solving, because you're a very good listener. Now over here, what's not working out for you is that the compassion, care, love, affection that you have for others is something that you're not having for yourself. You're very, very, very tough on yourself. You're very critical when it comes to your own existence, when it comes to your mistakes, when it comes to your actions on an everyday basis. And there needs to be that attitude of forgiveness, and at the same time you have to be soft towards yourself. You have to treat yourself like someone who you love deeply, that as someone who's very close to you. You know how a mother takes care of a child. You're supposed to take care of yourself in that manner. Right now what's happening is that you're all ears for the world. You're very compassionate. You are very, I would say, sorted in terms of giving advice to others. But when it comes to you, when it comes to your problems, when it comes to the chaos in your life, or when it comes to certain mistakes that you might make here and there, you are looking at yourself from very, I would say, judgmental eyes. And this is what's not working for you. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be emotional. It's okay to not know where you're going wrong. Sometimes it's okay to be confused. Okay. What you need to understand is that you're very strong. You are a very, very, very strong individual, but you do not realize your power. Do not exploit your emotions in such a way that you're not using them when the need be. I don't know how much you're getting what I'm saying at this point of time, but the thing is that you're someone who can work beautifully under pressure. Even if your whole world around you is collapsing, you would still do what's required out of you. You're very responsible. You have that attitude of responsibility towards your duties, towards what you're meant to do. You are that kind of a person. You know how to hold yourself together, even in the middle of a very difficult phase, I would say. So give yourself more credit, especially where it's due. You're not doing that. You're a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful human being, and you have that beautiful blend of, I would say, feminine and masculine energies inside of you. You play both the roles beautifully. Okay? And no matter what kind of difficulty you're going through at this point of time, if there's something that is bothering you, I'm here to tell you that it'll be sorted out on its own. All you got to do is just be gentle with yourself. Do not criticize yourself to the point where you start blaming yourself for everything that's not working out in your life. It doesn't work like that, my love. You're a beautiful person. You got to love yourself more. You have a lot of love to give to the world around you, but at this point of time, you need that love the most out of everybody who's in your surrounding, in your auric field, in your vicinity. There is a need for you to sit with yourself and do everything that makes you happy. If you like to cook food, please cook food. If you like to watch movies, please do that. If you like to write poetry, do it. If you like to just do nothing and lie down and just go to sleep, please do that. But you need to rejuvenate and recharge yourself at this point of time, and you absolutely deserve it. You do not need to explain others as to why you need some time off. What you need to understand at this point of time is that you're not a machine. You're doing more than what's actually possible, and you should feel very proud of yourself for that. Okay, I just dropped my sipper, my water bottle, and this tells me that maybe you're always in a hurry, or there is a lot of pressure that you're putting on yourself even though it's not required. So if you're an overachiever, or if you're someone who has set huge goals, okay, for yourself, it's good to be ambitious. It's absolutely okay to be ambitious, to dream big. It's good. But pushing yourself every single day, and I would say putting a lot of pressure on yourself regularly, is something that's not required at this point of time. So if you are always in a hush, where you want to do things, where you want to get things done, where you're always in that work kind of a mode, where, you know, your fire is burning and you're just like on the go every single day, then there's a need for you to slow down. It is absolutely okay to slow down. It is okay to expect slow mornings. You do not have to wake up at 5 o'clock and just, you know, go by the book that at 5:15 you got to do this, 5:30 you got to do this, by 6 you got to do this, and then you got to finish everything so that by 7 you can start working. It's okay. If you have to start working at 7 o'clock, you can buy yourself 1 hour in the morning where you're doing only the things that you really like. You have to take out time for yourself if you really want to utilize your full potential, because that is when you'll actually be charging yourself. Pile number 1. Yes, you're doing everything that's right, but what you're not doing is that you're not taking care of yourself. You're taking care of everyone around you, but you're not taking care of yourself. You have to give some time to yourself, be it at any time of the day. I just gave a very random example at this point of time. But all I'm trying to tell you through this reading is that you rushing things up is not going to rush the process. But you slowing down and enjoying everything, every little moment on an everyday basis is going to make you more conscious. It is going to make you more grateful. The more grateful you're going to be, the more, I would say, good things you'll be able to attract into your life, because your vibration is going to rise. So if you're someone who's doing everything right and still you're not getting what you want, it's probably because you're doing too much of it. You need to take a step back and you need to come home to yourself. You got to take care of your vessel. Now that could be your physical body, your mental health, your spiritual well-being, or your emotional body. For each one of you who's chosen this pile, it's going to be different, or it simply could be a mix of everything for that matter. Now it's for you. It's for you to see where you stand in your life. Because you're a very beautiful person, especially when it comes to your emotional quotient. Oh my God, it's like it's an 11 on 10, not even a 10 on 10, pile number 1. And you have the ability to beautifully channelize the messages through your intuition and understand where life is taking you, and understand what God is trying to tell you, or your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you. What are they saying? What do they want you to do? How you should be going about your life, the kind of decisions that you should be taking. Your intuition is your best friend. But probably you're not able to harness this power because you're too busy. Because you're not, I would say, catering to the feminine within. Though there is this beautiful blend of feminine and masculine, still you're more, I would say, bent towards the masculine, because maybe that's what is expected out of you, or life made you to operate this way. It could be your circumstances, it could be anything for that matter. But over here, I'm here to tell you, pile number 1, that you are an absolute gem of a person. Please take out time for yourself and spend that time in doing things that you really enjoy. Also, pile number 1, what you need to understand right now is that the way I can see your beauty, now is the time for you to show that beauty to the world, to the outside world as well. You're not doing that. You're hiding a part of yourself which is very beautiful, very pure, very, very, very unique. You're just hiding behind closed doors for reasons best known to you. I wouldn't be surprised if you're someone who's blessed with good looks also. But here, what you need to understand is that your good looks are a bonus. It's the beauty of your soul that needs to come out, because the world is waiting to witness the beautiful soul that you are. And you are being asked through this reading to kind of show your real self to the world without feeling an inch of inhibition, because you're going to be beautifully accepted. If you have some spiritual powers, if you have some spiritual gifts, if you have some talents, if you are artistic in nature and you want to put yourself out there, this is the time for you to do that. This is not the time for you to kind of sit in those 4 walls and just appreciate yourself. The world needs to see who the real you is. And you're being encouraged through this reading to kind of accept yourself, because the moment you're going to accept yourself, you will get the confidence to put yourself out there. And the moment you're going to confidently put yourself out there is the moment the whole world is going to accept you. And you're not just going to be accepted, you're also going to be appreciated for who you are and for what you do, for what you have to share. Because there's something beautiful, deep, embedded deep within you that needs an outlet. It needs to come out. It is dying to come out. But you're the one who's putting limitations. Don't do that, pile number 1. I would advise you to start getting ready for yourself. This is something that's going to work beautifully for you. Regardless of what field of work you're in, start dressing up. It's really, really going to not just raise your vibrations, it's also going to increase your Venusian energy. It is going to make you look more attractive, not just in the eyes of others, but also in your own eyes. When you will look good, then you will feel good. There's no harm in waking up early, doing your makeup, doing your hair, or just taking out some time, going to the salon for that hair spa, for that body massage, or just for getting your nails done, whatever. whatever. You got to beautify yourself. You got to invest in yourself. And again, for everyone, it's going to be different. That's why I've been repeating myself. Whatever you like to do, whatever you feel is going to make you feel more beautiful, regardless of your gender, please do that. If you feel that going to an arcade and playing games is going to give you that sense of acceptance and self-love, that finally I did something for myself, please do it. If you feel that waking up early in the morning and going for a run is going to make you feel that you love yourself, please do that. If you feel that eating a healthy salad is going to make you feel like that, please do it. And if you're someone who likes to dress up, who likes to doll up, who likes to do their makeup, their hair, and wear a good perfume, wear good clothes, well-ironed clothes, if you feel that that is something that's really going to uplift your mood, please do that. You have to see what works for you, and you have to invest that energy into making yourself feel good, because if you are not going to do that, who else will? In order for somebody else to fall in love with you, you got to first fall in love with yourself. And this is the point that you're kind of missing on at this point of time. So you're being encouraged to fall in love with yourself and be confident in who you are. Because once you get to know who you are, once you know what you're putting out there, once you're confident about your entire being and existence, every person who you're going to interact with will kind of catch up with the vibes that you are emanating and will treat you in a similar manner. If you will feel that you're not worthy of receiving something in your life, you are giving the same message out to the universe, and then you'll be attracting similar kind of people. But you, my love, pile number one, you're meant for big things in your life. You're meant to kind of unleash your full potential and shine so bright that you yourself are going to be in shock as to how good you are, how talented you are as a person, how capable you are. Also, I want you to know that you're highly, highly, highly protected, okay? You're very, very, very protected, pile number one. If you have even an inch of doubt that, there is evil eye or someone is doing something or you are under some kind of influence, do not be afraid, do not be scared. You're very, very, very protected, okay? If you have a black cat or a black dog around you, if you cross paths with a black cat or a black dog, either on a regular basis or, whenever you're going to do that, that will be an added confirmation that you are highly protected. I'm getting the energy of 𝙀𝙀 𝙀𝙀 for you. I don't know if you are a devotee of Lord Shiva or 𝙀𝙀 𝙀𝙀, but I am able to channel the energies of 𝙀𝙀 𝙀𝙀 for you at this point of time. For some of you, I'm able to channel even Kali Ma as well. So just know that you're highly, highly, highly protected. There's nobody who can harm you. There is no energy or entity bigger than God. And you are very much taken care of, okay? Whatever you want to achieve in your life, pile number one, dedication and discipline is important. Along with self-love, you got to have that balance, So if you're making a schedule for yourself, then you got to schedule everything in such a manner that you're taking out some time for your well-being as well. Because if it's just all work and no play, you're going to feel depleted. And if it's just going to be all play, hoo hoo ha ha, and you not being serious about your goals, then definitely it's not going to work like that. We got to create or have a balanced approach, because the moment your entire perspective shift is going to happen is the moment that you're going to experience a shift, a kind of a push in your life. And trust me, you will feel it. The moment you'll start practicing it is the moment that you'll start channelizing these energies more, okay? Listen to your intuition more. Listening to your intuition is something that is very, very, very important. And all of a sudden, I'm having that itch around my throat, which clearly tells me that you need to speak your truth as well. Shining your light is one thing and speaking your truth is another. And you're being encouraged through this reading that it is completely okay for you to speak your truth. You are safe. You will be taken care of. You will be received well by the people around you, by a community, by your niche. So please stop holding yourself back. If you want to achieve something big in life, A, you got to cater to yourself, your vessel. B, you got to shine your light as if you're the best. You got to tell yourself, I'm the best. Again, you do not need to be blinded by, I would say, your confidence or your overconfidence for that matter. All I'm trying to say is, you are someone who is undermining yourself. And you don't need to do that. You need to feel confident in who you are, and then you need to showcase that in front of the world. Whatever you're able to receive through this reading, even if it's just 10% of what I said, please start working on that 10%, and it's my promise that you will see results in less than 3 months. It's my promise to you. All right? So with this, we come to the end of your reading. I hope you liked your reading. If you did, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya! Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. So now let's dig deeper into the pep talk that you need right now. For you, we have Four of Pentacles upright, raindrops, hope, and here we have Lord. Okay. Now when it comes to you, I want to ask you, do you have a fear around money or security or stability for that matter? And security and stability is not just made of money. It also comes with, I would say, your job or relationships in your life or how you feel about yourself. Okay, it's made up of a lot many factors. It completely depends on how your life is. But when I'm tapping into your energies, I'm getting you having that fear around what if you lose out, or what if rainy days knock at your door and then you have nothing left with you to kind of support yourself. If this is your energy, then what you need to understand is that you have enough. Okay? You have enough in terms of money. You have enough in terms of savings. You have security in your life, not just in terms of money, but also in terms of emotions, I would say. Okay? But your major fears, I personally feel, are around relationships and money, because maybe you've had a hard time growing up with both the things in your life, with the lack of rather both the things in your life. Maybe emotionally you've been abandoned or exploited, and maybe when it comes to money, you have not seen very good days in your life, or maybe in the past it was not this comfortable, or the journey was very, very difficult, especially from where you come and to where you have reached as of now. Here, please listen to me. I'm not asking you to go and blow out on your savings. I'm not asking you to be frivolous with your money. And I'm not asking you to go and give chances to every other person who you're meeting. Because if you'll do that, you'll definitely end up disappointing yourself. But when you have enough, there's no harm in taking a chance. There's no harm in pampering yourself with something that makes you happy. So for example, if you've been working really hard, okay, and you want to buy AirPods for yourself. I'm giving a very random example. This has nothing to do with your reading. but I'm just giving you an example, okay? So if you really want to buy AirPods for yourself, or you want to buy a luxury perfume for yourself, now here, what you are doing is you're telling yourself that it's waste of money. You're telling yourself that no, I don't need to spend this much money on a perfume, or I need not spend this much money to buy AirPods for myself. I would rather save it for a rainy day. I would rather use it in a different manner. Yes, you're absolutely right. You can save it. You can use it somewhere else. But you can also use it once in a while to pamper yourself. You can also use it once in a while to spoil yourself. Because you're not just working hard in order to save money for maybe your family, your loved ones, your husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever responsibilities you have on your shoulders. For everyone, it's going to be different. But what you got to understand is that that's really going to make you happy, pile number 2. And I am here to tell you that it is absolutely safe for you to spend money on yourself. It is absolutely safe for you to spoil yourself here and there. You can do it. Once in every 3-4 months, you can spoil yourself because you've earned it. Otherwise, what's the point of working so hard when you cannot pamper yourself here and there? And it's not just about AirPods or a perfume at this point of time. It could be around anything. Because you're that person, maybe in your life, you place yourself as the last, I would say, where you feel your needs are not that important. And you place the needs of others ahead of you, or you place your responsibilities ahead of you. And again, responsibilities can come in many shapes and forms, to be very honest. You got to see how it fits your story. But over here, through this reading, what you got to understand is that please spend some money. Because when you spend money, when you spend it happily, when you bless your money and you give it away, you attract 10 times more into your life. Okay? So please start spending money on yourself. It's absolutely okay. It's safe. You'll be happy. The universe is going to be happy. Because right now, when every time you stop yourself from buying something that you really want, you're just giving that message out in the universe. You are attaching your fear. And that's the fear that's getting multiplied. Again, please do not misuse this message and take it as, you going and blowing out all your money altogether. No. And I'm pretty sure you're getting what I'm trying to say at this point of time. A similar pattern I can sense in your relationships as well. You've been hurt in your past. You've been disappointed in your past. People have let you down left, right, and center. People have left you behind even though you gave them everything. Because of which, now you're scared to fall in love. Now you're scared to trust people. You have trust issues. You cannot make friends easily. You cannot trust people. You are always doubting people's intentions. I'm here to tell you that it's absolutely okay for you to take chance on people. Because a person who's there in your life, who you're vibing with, definitely deserves a chance. What people did to you in the past, or however things transpired in the past, the new person doesn't deserve to go through the pain that has been caused because of someone else or because of your past experiences. I'm making sense, right? Also, for a lot of you, if you have a person in your life at this point of time who you're confused about, it could be of the same gender, it could be of the opposite gender. Okay? Then it is safe for you to trust that person and give them a chance. Your intuition in itself is telling you that this is the right person. And so is this reading trying to tell you. Because unless you're going to take chance on people, you'll never know. So either you're going to learn from it, or you're going to kind of experience the beauty of having loved ones around you, of having people who you can fall back on around you. Okay? Yes, you're someone whose life has been very difficult. Sometimes you might feel that life has not been fair to you. Maybe everything that you wanted, you never got. Or when you got it, then it was too late for you to have it. Maybe you did not want it at that point of time. Or maybe just, life has been full of ups and downs so much that now you have reached that stage in your life where you've lost hope. You feel that however things have been happening, they're going to happen just like that. Okay, and you're meant to live a mediocre life, you're meant to slog your ASS, and you're just meant to be doing something that you don't like. But that is not the truth. The universe is asking you to be hopeful about how beautiful life can be. Yes, you can have the best of everything in your life. Now, this doesn't mean that you will not have problems, difficulties, or sadness. You will experience all kinds of emotions. And that's there for everyone, for every individual on this planet. They are going to experience. It's just that the timing is going to be different, and the way a particular person deals with those emotions is what actually makes the entire journey either memorable or miserable. So how you respond to life, pile number 2, is what's going to make the most difference. And I'm here to tell you that all is not lost. There is a lot of happiness, fulfillment, I would say vivaciousness, good news, joy, liberation, your wishes being granted in the near future. All of it is there. But it's going to come to you sooner if you will be hopeful about it. Because the moment you attach hope to what you want, you're directly giving that message out to the universe that, I know it's going to come to me. And the universe is listening. The universe is always listening. So when the universe knows that it's coming to you, then the universe is going to send it to you. Just how your fears get multiplied, so does your hope, so does the blessing, so does, I would say, your attitude of gratitude. It all multiplies. The universe will multiply and send it back to you in some shape or form. Because pile number 2, you have, I wouldn't say a negative approach towards life, but your negative quotient is definitely higher than your positive quotient. And you got to have more optimistic thoughts. I mean, you got to adapt to that optimistic little being. You got to fill yourself with that much of optimism that all you radiate is nothing but hope. All you radiate is nothing but good vibes, because only then you will be able to attract the good vibes. If you will always attach fear to what you want, if you will always have that negative sense of approach as to why something good is going to happen to me, why my life is going to change, my life is always like this, I really wanted to do this but I couldn't do that, it always happens to me. I mean, if you will always keep complaining, pile number 2, you're just going to attract more of that. I know life is not fair. I know life is not easy. But again, what you need to understand is that your life is still beautiful, but you just don't realize that because you haven't given yourself that time to sit and reflect on how gracious God has been throughout your life. Because if you will actually go out and see, you will realize that there is someone who's having a harder time as compared to you. You'll always have somebody who's going through something worse as compared to you. But we are kind of conditioned to always look at those who are doing better than us or who are in a better state of mind than us. And then we feel, why us? This is something that needs a little bit of shift, because God has really planned something beautiful and amazing for you. But if you are not in the receiving energies, it's not going to come to you, my love. If you really want the best of everything to be at your door, to be placed in a platter, yes, you got to work hard for it, but you also got to be in the receiving energies. You got to feel worthy enough of experiencing those beautiful moments so that God can send those beautiful moments or create that environment in your life so that the universe can bless you with that. Pile number 2. You know, for a flower to bloom, it needs the right kind of soil, right? It needs to be planted properly. It needs the right kind of soil. It needs to be watered. Every plant is watered in a different manner. And if you miss the beat, if you do not treat the plant the way it is supposed to, will the flower grow? Will the flower bloom? No, it's not going to. And same is your case. If you're not going to create that environment that is full of happiness, that is full of joy, that is full of gratitude, that is full of you being hopeful, that is full of you living life in ecstasy and just feeling blessed to be alive, how will you be able to attract abundance and prosperity into your life? So you have to create the environment first. Only then the flowers are going to bloom. So if you're going to create the environment that is full of stress, only that is going to get multiplied. If it's full of stress, full of negativity, full of fear, that is what's going to get multiplied, and the same cycle is going to continue where you will keep on complaining. But if you put a full stop to it, okay, and you try bringing in these little changes here and there, then you will understand and then you will see what the magic of the universe is all about. Again, I know it's easier said than done. Everyone's life experiences are different, they're difficult, they're miserable, they are heavy. I know. But here, we're looking at life as a whole and we're not segregating someone or we're not comparing people at this point of time or their journeys at this point of time. What I'm trying to make you understand is that unless you're going to be hopeful, you cannot expect miracles to happen in your life. So you got to put an end to certain negative habits or patterns that have been running in your system for a very long time. You have been conditioned like that, you've grown up like that. It's okay. Now is the time for you to shed all the layers so that you can welcome a new you, so that you can welcome a different version of yourself who's high vibrational, someone who believes in the magic of the universe. Because unless you believe, you'll never be able to experience what magic is all about. Pile number 2, there's also a need for you to use your voice. You have a message to share with the world. And this doesn't just necessarily revolve around your career. This could also be in your everyday life. Maybe you hold yourself back. Maybe you do not speak your truth. Maybe you hesitate to express your feelings. You have to start voicing out your opinions. It is very, very, very important for you. Lapis lazuli, amethyst, malachite, emerald. Work with these. You have to work with these. You can just choose any one and work with that crystal, or you can just work with the combination of these crystals. Okay? You have people who have taken advantage of you. I don't know why, but I feel for some of you, you have a lot of family pressure. Okay, there's a lot of familial pressure that I can sense from your reading, where you are doing things to make your parents happy, or you're doing things out of certain obligations that have been put on you that you really never wanted, but you're doing this because you're a good son or because you're a good daughter. Now again, please understand, I'm not saying that you should not do it, but you need to understand if you're being exploited. I'm not asking you to say no, but when the need be, ask yourself, are you able to say no? Do you let people take advantage of you? And it is not just about your family now. The family aspect is, it's just one aspect. But here I'm talking about as a whole, even in your life. Are you able to say no? Do you allow people to take advantage of you? Do you just allow people to walk all over you just because you don't like to disappoint them, or just because you have that people pleasing tendency, knowingly or unknowingly? If the answer to any of it is yes, then you got to bring some changes in your nature, in the way you deal with people. Otherwise, you will always continue to go in circles and you will never be able to do something for yourself. You are meant to be a leader. Let me tell you that, pile number 2. In your life, you're meant to be, for a lot of you, you're meant to be, I would say, an entrepreneur. Okay? That is what I see for you. I see you having a business of your own. I see you doing something for yourself. But right now you're running a race that doesn't have an end. Okay? And you'll keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. It's you who's going to get tired and not the people around you. So till the time you're giving the reins of your life in the hands of somebody else, you will always feel tired and lethargic. But the moment you're going to pick yourself up, the moment you're going to take charge of your life, is the day you'll actually change your whole life for the better. You can say no and still not become a bad person. But this is an art. And yes, you're going to disappoint people. Even if you're very humble about it, you are going to disappoint people. But sometimes that is also important. So please start using your discernment in your professional as well as your personal relationships. Okay? Pile number 2, you're the boss. But right now, you are allowing people to dictate what you should be doing, how you should be going ahead in your life. And as I have been saying, unless you're going to take charge, you will continue running in circles. So if you really want to do something for yourself, please stand up and speak for yourself. Start speaking for yourself. So yes, this is what I have for you, pile number 2. And with this, we come to the end of your reading. I hope you liked your reading. If you did, please do like, share, comment and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya! Hi pile number 3, welcome to your reading. So let's just figure out the pep talk that you need at this point of time. For you, we have 5 of Cups upright, Stars, Flourish, and here we have Great Teacher. Okay. Now pile number 3, what you need to understand is that if and when things do not work out according to your plan, it's not the end of the world. Okay? It's never the end of the world. You always have hope. You always have, I would say, a different way to go about it. What actually creates your reality or dictates how your life is going to unfold is your reaction to the failure, or is your reaction to that disappointment. So over here, if you have been disappointed in the past or recently, okay, you need to understand that that's not the end of the world. If things are not working out the way you want things to unfold, okay, if your plans are not materializing as per your expectations, that's okay. Maybe the universe wants you to have a different approach about it. Maybe the universe wants you to do things in a different manner. Maybe that's the approach that you've never thought of. Maybe the universe wants you to go out of the box and do something that you've never done. Or maybe something that you're crying over, if the universe made it work out for you, you would have cried 100 times more, because it would have ended up into something that was miserable. I mean, it could be anything. But what you need to understand at this point of time is that every rejection or a no in any shape, way or form is not a no, is not a permanent no. It could be a redirection, or it could be something that you're being denied of because it is not good for you. So what you need to understand out of this entire situation is pile number 3, that if something is not transpiring or unfolding as per your expectations, it's not the end of the world. Okay? There might be something better, or the universe might want you to put more effort. So instead of choosing to give up, you are being encouraged to get up and fight back, because not everything is lost. Okay? You might be missing out on something which, if you choose to take a deep breath and sit, self-reflect, you will surely get an idea how to go about it and make things work out for you. If you went for an interview and you were not able to crack it, that's not the end of the world. Prepare yourself. Go give your interview somewhere else. Or if you want to reapply, then work harder and reapply. Or if you want to do something else, do something else. All I'm trying to say is that every time something doesn't work as per our expectations, it's never because the universe wants us to suffer. It's never because God wants to make us cry. It always has a lesson attached to it. It's trying to teach you something. And it's for you to see what exactly it is, because in everyone's case, whosoever has chosen pile number 3, it's going to be different. Okay? You know, pile number 3, you're someone who's very, very, very powerful and very magical in terms of your manifestation abilities. You yourself might not realize, but you are an alchemist. You are a powerful manifester. Whatever is thrown your way, you are that kind of a person who has the ability to kind of turn the tables in such a manner that that particular thing has no other choice except for working out for you. And no dream in your life is something so big that you cannot achieve in this lifetime. You're being encouraged to dream big. But in order to dream big, you have to have faith in your dreams. You're being encouraged to use different techniques of manifestation in order to get things rolling for you. If plan A is not working, it's okay. You have plan B, you have plan C, you have plan D. It's up to you. Wherever you want to take your life, you can. Start using vision boards. Start maintaining a gratitude journal. Use bay leaf for manifesting, okay? Just use different techniques of manifestation. And yes, you can use all the techniques also. There is no hard and fast rule in regards to you sticking to just one mode of manifestation technique, that if you're maintaining a gratitude journal, you cannot do a bay leaf ritual. This is nowhere. You can write a gratitude journal every day. You can have a vision board. Okay. You can also use visualization, and at the same time, you can speak positive affirmations. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can use a mix of everything and see what works the best for you. Because until and unless you're going to try, you'll not know what works best for you. For someone, maybe just a journal and a vision board might work. For someone, maybe a bay leaf or positive affirmations might work. I mean, different combinations can work for different people. Unless you're going to try, you'll never know. But through this reading, what the universe wants you to know is that you can manifest anything. And when I say anything, I'm literally emphasizing on the word anything, because genuinely, trust me, pile number 3, out of all the piles, if there's one person who can achieve whatever they set their mind to, it is you, because this is the gift that you're carrying from your past life. You are a magical manifester, please start using it to your advantage. You have to be very careful with the thoughts that you think, because they will also multiply very quickly, very, very, very quickly. So if at all a negative thought is coming to your mind, don't brush it off. Accept that yes, this is the thought that is crossing your mind, and swiftly replace it with a positive affirmation. And your work is going to be done. You're just going to cut that chain. That's it. Okay? So please understand, pile number 3, if you've recently been feeling overwhelmed, because I don't know why I feel emotionally you are not at your best. Whenever you're listening to this reading, you are feeling a little uneasy in your energies, or you're not happy. Even though you have everything, still you feel disappointed, or maybe things are not materializing as per your expectations. Whatever the case be, there is a bit of overwhelm in your energies. Maybe you are crying a lot, maybe you are feeling emotionally overwhelmed. Whatever the case be, please understand, pile number 3, that it is just temporary. It's just a matter of time, because whenever you're listening to this reading, 5 months from that particular time frame, you'll be blooming in different energies. For a lot of you, it could be 5 weeks also, it could be 5 days also. Again, it depends on how well you're able to alchemize the energies. The sooner you'll make the energies work for yourself, the smoother it's going to be for you to just pick yourself up and be who you are meant to be. So for some of you, it could take 5 days, 5 weeks, and for the rest, it could take as long as 5 months. But nothing beyond 5 months I see for you. You're very, very, very powerful, pile number 3. Okay? Also, pile number 3, what you need to understand is that whatever disappointments, whatever painful experiences you've had in your life, it's not because God wanted to put you through that. It's because your soul signed up for it. Because you are that kind of a person who has grown from your pain, and who is also going to evolve even in the future. Okay? So the hardest battles are always given to the strongest soldiers. And you are that soldier. You have signed up for it. Your soul has signed up for it. Because you're meant to be a teacher. You're meant to be a guide in this lifetime. You're meant to inspire people with your story. You're meant to inspire people with your words of wisdom. You're meant to teach people. First, you're meant to learn through your own experiences, and then you're meant to impart that knowledge to others. So if life has been difficult, if life has been painful, if you have cried more tears than you have smiled more smiles, it is for a reason. Because in the future, you are meant to be a great, great, great guru, a great mentor, a great life coach, a great teacher. How you're going to go about it is, again, it's going to be different for each one of you, but you are meant to influence people. You're meant to inspire them. Okay? You are that person who's here to create a change in the society. You are here to support the underdogs. You are here to make people feel seen, heard, accepted. Everyone who feels like an outcast will feel, I would say, they're just going to feel that they are at home when they are talking to you, when they are listening to you, when they are in your presence, when they are having any kind of energy exchange with you, because that is what your purpose is over here. Okay? You're meant to first go through a lot of personal growth. And a person who goes through growth, the process of growth is never easy. The process of growth has never been easy for any of us. So this is what you need to understand about your life, that you have your set of special talents. You're unique, you're beautiful. It's for you to identify your talents. It's for you to identify what gifts you have. It's for you to learn from your lessons and then impart a mix of everything in the outside world and allow people to receive you. You're a beautiful person. Pile number 3, you are a very, very beautiful person, and you're a You're an old soul, let me tell you that. You are an old soul, you've done this in your past life, and you are meant to do this even in this lifetime. You're meant to teach people, you're meant to lead people, you're meant to show them the way. You are, I would say, the savior for the lost souls. Every lost soul who's going to come in touch with you, who's going to interact with you in any shape, way or form, is going to come home to himself or herself because of your guidance, because of your light, because of your energy, because of anything random that you might say to that person. Now you understand how powerful you are. You have the gift of creating change in the life of an individual. This is a huge responsibility. And God will never give this responsibility to someone who's not capable of fulfilling this responsibility. And you are indeed. That's why you're the chosen one. Also, you might have a teacher in your life at this point of time who you go to when you feel that you are stuck in life, when you feel that you're going through a difficult time period. So if there's anyone who's coming to your mind at this point of time, you are meant to learn a lot from this person. Okay? You're meant to learn a lot from this person's journey, from this person's thought process, from the way they talk, the way they speak, what they say to you, how they influence your life. And they are going to play a very important role in your journey ahead and will help you in figuring out what you are meant to do in your life, who you are. They will make you meet your highest self, and then you are going to kind of take this chain ahead and have the same impact on the people who you are going to cross paths with in the future. So it's a cycle, it's a chain reaction that's happening over here. You have someone who you go to, who inspires you, who is your peace in chaos. That same person waters you, you get recharged, and then you play the role of that teacher in the life of somebody else, and this chain keeps on going and going. This means all of you are a part of the same soul tribe. All of you have the same mission on this planet. Okay? And if you do not have a teacher in your life, if you do not have someone who's coming to your mind at this point of time, then this could be you, your soul. This could be just your journey in totality. You'd be knowing. The moment you're listening to this reading, your intuition is already giving you signs and signals in regards to who this person is, or in regards to, where this energy is coming from. Also, I want you to know that you have a beautiful connect with the higher realms. Okay? You receive messages through birds, through animals, through your intuition. And if recently you have received some messages by looking at the night sky, or through your dreams, or through the moon, or through any bird or animal, you need to understand that yes, you've actually communicated with the higher realms, and you have received the messages so that you can share those messages with the world. You are meant to do that, pile number 3. If you're confused about your purpose, I'm here to tell you that you're meant to play the role of a teacher or a mentor in the life of everyone who you're going to cross paths with. Okay? You're meant to inspire people. You're meant to lead them. You're a leader. You're a spiritual guru, a spiritual teacher, a spiritual leader. That's why life has been so tough. That's why life has been so painful. That's why you cry so easily. That's why you're so sensitive. That's why you're so emotional. That's why you feel the pain of others like it's your own. You also have the support of a deity with you. For a lot of you, it's Mahadev, okay? For a lot of you. I'm also channeling the energies of Jesus. But if you're not connecting with the energies of these two deities, then whoever you pray to, pile number 3. If you have a prayer lifestyle to yourself, which for the most of you I strongly feel you have, then the deity who you believe in, believes in you, is working closely with you, is walking at every step with you. Okay? You're very, very, very loved. You're very loved, and your angels, your spirit guides, the deity who you pray to, everyone is so proud of how far you've come in your life, the kind of person who you've become, and whatever you're doing or you're wanting to do for the society at large. You're living your purpose. And for those who are not, you'll be doing that in the next 5 months for sure. Something will happen in your life that is going to push you towards that path. It's just going to happen very naturally, very organically. You don't need to do anything. Your God will guide you. But overall, you're very, very, very powerful and very pure, pile number 3. That's about it. That's what I have for you, yeah, pile number 3. And with this, we come to the end of your reading. I hope you liked your reading. If you did, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya!